Hey everybody, Wendy Devereaux here. Welcome to my channel. I'm making a piece today using wooden dowels from the dollar store today. So if you would like to see how I made this, then please keep watching. Okay, so for today's DIY, I have two 14-inch by 14-inch canvases. I have some square dowels from my local Dollarama. They're all 9 inches in length, but they come in 3 different thicknesses. There's a large, a medium, and a small. My paint, I've just got a white Daler Rowney, Zinc metallic DecoArt. I have a white paint and primer. My bling, I've got white Spinnet brand glitter. This is Midnight Recollections Extra Fine. This is vintage silver. It's a glass glitter, and it's Recollections from Michaels. This is black crushed filler glass. This is from IKEA, and I bought this from a lady on Marketplace quite some time ago. And I don't know if they carry this at IKEA anymore, but I know I've seen it on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll leave a link in my description box. And this is my favorite bling wrap. It's the rhinestone sticker sheet. I get mine from Amazon. I'll leave a link to that. I've got my hot glue gun, Elmers glue, some E6000 brushes. I will leave a complete list of everything that I use in my description box below, and I will point it out as I'm using it. So yeah, you guys, let's get started. So the first thing that I want to do is put a base coat of white on both of my canvases. And I just have a Daler Rowney white paint from Walmart. Just have some left in this tube here that I want to get rid of. Doesn't really matter which white you use. Okay, and now I'm going to let those completely dry. Okay, so the base coat is all dry on my canvas, and now I'm going to do my main color, which is Zinc. And I'm also going to add a little bit of white in here because when I do my dowels, I'm going to paint those white. I'm going to use the same brush. Add some more rows of the Zinc. And then now I'm going to add a couple of dollops of white. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing with the other canvas. Okay, so the paint is all dry on my canvases, and now I want to work on my dowels. I'm going to pull out the large one and the medium size one. And what I want to do is where I'm going to glue my two canvases together, I want that to be the same length as my dowel. So I'm just going to place that there, and then I'm going to put a medium size one there as well. And then that's going to camouflage that seam. So I'm just going to take my hot glue gun just put a bead there, put them together so the underside is going to be nice and flat, so that when I put it together on my canvas, like when I glue it on my canvas, when all this is done, it'll sit nice and flat. Okay, it's going to sit like that. I don't want to glue my dowels down on my canvas yet because I'm going to take them out and spray paint them in white. So I'm just going to use all three sizes to make a design for myself. Okay, so this is the design that I'm going for, and I need my canvases underneath here so that I can maintain this design. And these are the two that I put together first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each dowel off and hot glue it to the one next to it. So this dowel is going to land about here. I don't want any hot glue down here. I'm going to start my hot glue right where that other dowel was going to be. And I'm going to take it and place it nice and flush with the bottom of the other two dowels, so that when I glue it onto my canvas, it's going to be pretty flat. And then I'm going to place it back down here. And then this one here landed about to this spot right here in this dowel. So I'm going to pick this up, mark it with my finger, put a little bit of hot glue there. Place my dowel right on the edge, and then press them together. Okay, so I'm going to continue gluing all of my dowels together, but I wanted to show you one more thing here. So this is going to be my next dowel. So I'm going to start it, the hot glue here, so that I don't get any down there. Then I'm going to put it down on a hard cutting board here. then press it together. It's just easier to do it on a hard surface. And then that keeps it nice and flat underneath. Okay, and then that will be that section. Okay, so now I'm going to hot glue these dowels together to make a section. And then once I put it all together, I'll end up gluing them together with these ones. Okay, so my dowels are glued together in 3 sections. And before I put them onto my canvas, I'm going to take them outside and give them a couple of coats of a white paint and primer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so the paint is dry on my dowels, and I'm just going to set them on my canvases here for a second. Perfect. Okay, so now what I need to do is glue my 2 canvases together. And this center piece here of dowels, I want to make sure that where I glue my 2 canvases together, it's the exact same distance from here to here as this center dowel is. Okay, and I have some E6000. This is white, it isn't clear, but that's okay. There isn't anything that it's going to show anyway. And I'm just going to pick this up. It's starting about here, so I'm going to put a bead of the E6000. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue just for some instant hold. And for some added support, I'm just going to put a little bead of hot glue down the whole length of this. And I'll do the same on the back side, but not until this is completed, because I want to make sure that that E6000 is dry. Okay, and then I'm going to take my center section, and I'm just going to add some hot glue on the back side of these dowels. I want to make sure that when I glue this other section down that it's staggered, this dowel from this one. And I don't really need to go any further than here with my hot glue, because this part is hanging off, right? Okay, so before I add my crushed glass and glitter, I'm going to do my rhinestone sticker sheet. And I thought I would add it to a few of the larger dowels. And I'm going to add it to the 2 center ones for sure. Okay, and just start peeling off the back. stay on that dowel. One row a little long here, so I'll just cut that off. Okay, if it seems like I'm obsessed with this bling wrap, it's because I am. I'm going to add a strip on the middle-sized dowel. Okay, so I cut out more rows than I thought I was going to, but that's okay. I'm really liking this look. Okay, I'm going to finish putting on my bling wrap and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so now I'm going to add my crushed glass and glitter, and I'm going to adhere it with my clear Elmer's glue. And there's no rhyme or reason where I'm going to put my crushed glass and glitter. I just have a small craft brush. Start with this dowel here. And I want to keep my glue just on the face of my dowels. Okay, and I think I'll take some of my crushed filler glass. This is the Midnight Recollections Extra Fine. I have just another little dry craft brush, and then I'm just going to keep my other dowels nice and clean. Okay, and then I'm going to continue with my crushed glass and my Midnight glitter because I want it to be balanced throughout the dowels, like the different glitters that I'm using. I'll put some on this bigger dowel here. I'm using a spoon this time because I really want to concentrate the crushed glass right on the dowel that I'm doing at the moment. I don't want it all over the place. And this spoon helps a bit. Okay, so I'm finished putting on my crushed glass and Midnight glitter, and it's balanced throughout my dowels. And now I want to start adding my vintage silver, the glass glitter Recollections. And I think I'm going to start with this dowel here. Same thing, just add a little bit of glue. And I've washed my brush. If I'm using glue like this and a craft brush, I will clean my brushes periodically throughout the project. And I'm going to do the same thing as my crushed glass. I'm going to add some in a little bowl here. Isn't that pretty? And then take a little spoon Okay, and then for this particular glitter, I'm not going to add anything else to my dowels. I want the white paint to poke through. Okay, I'm going to finish putting on my vintage silver and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so I have 7 dowels left and I want to keep those white. So I'm going to use my Spin It brand. Now, I don't need a lot. I just want a little bit of sparkle on my white. But I do want to keep it away from my other dowels because the glue is still drying on them. So I'm just putting some printer paper in between. And that'll keep it off of the dowels beside it. Okay, and then I'll put my paper down again. Okay, so I have all of my dowels blinged out and I'm going to let it dry overnight and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so the glue is all dry and now I'm going to brush the excess off. And I'm going to carefully lift it. Give it some support on the back. Okay, and now I'm going to give this a quick vacuum with the soft brush on my vacuum cleaner. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do is reinforce the back of the canvas. So I'm just going to take my E6000 again, and I'm going to put a bead down this seam. I should have taped off the back of my canvas, but that's okay. If I'm using the more expensive canvases, I do tape off the back of my canvases before I start painting. Okay, and then I'm going to take my hot glue gun and run a bead of hot glue between my dowel and my canvas at this point and then at this point, just to give it some extra strength. Now, because of the unusual shape, I'm going to use command strips to hang it. And this isn't heavy at all. Okay, everybody, here's the finished look. This turned out fantastic. Oh my goodness, I love this. I love the wooden dowels going across like that with the 2 square canvases. What a unique look. And is this ever shiny? Bring you in nice and close here. I'm probably going to have to shut off my one lighting because it creates a lot of shadows, but let me see here. Give you a little look from the side. The big dowels with the bling wrap would also look really, really cool with the bling wrap wrapped around the whole dowel. But I do like a little bit of the white paint. Let's show you at the bottom of the dowel here, just from the side. It kind of gives the eye a break, right? Oh, I love the combination with the glitters. And if you can't get that IKEA crushed glass, the clear crushed filler glass from Michaels, the Ashland brand, would be just fine on this. I did another piece like this, about a year or so ago. It was teal, but I just used the one canvas. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link in my description box if you'd be interested in that. Oh, I love, 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 love this. This is so pretty. So yeah, you guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It feeds the algorithm and lets me know that you enjoy this type of a video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and you will be notified when I upload all my future videos. And as always, you guys, I so appreciate you taking the time to watch, and God bless.